everybody, welcome back to Castlevania Lament of Innocence. I am Captain Caffeine Dragon.
And I'm, First Mate Basilisk.
And, we have Captain Leon Belmont here, ready to, we're gonna go investigate the basement. I'm done with the bit.
But yeah, in the last episode, the last recording session, really. Why am I... This isn't the thing we do. Why am I on about this?
I don't know.
Last time we explored the pagoda of the Misty Moon. And, went to go...
Yeah.
To pick up some stuff Donovan missed. And, we went on a long fucking tangent about the Belmont line. There's the Belmont
breathing?
legacy.
You hear breathing? I hear breathing.
I hear breathing too.
You know, I can't help but feel like this is a prison.
It does kind of look it. Anyways, there, Donovan, you finished the project. That was the Belmont legacy.
Yep.
I
am actually gonna save here because what's down here is a tiny bit scary.
Fair enough.
So yeah, there's this door here. It looks like a boss door, doesn't it? It's just because it is. This is what we need the unlock jewel for.
Open it with the small meat.
This is the prison of eternal torture.
Now, you might be wondering, hey, Basilisk, you said there were no secret stages. This is like one room. Cut me some slack, alright?
Yeah, pretty much. And that breathing is getting louder.
Also, that door is the only one not unlocked by default in Joaquin mode. You still need to go get that item.
Yep.
And this is the
That being said, you honestly have no reason to come down here on Joaquin mode, because...
Yeah, you can't.
That looks like an actual boss door.
And we go.
Here we go. This is the Forgotten One. He's big, he's gory, he's angry, and tanky.
Yeah, this fight isn't great. It's not terrible, but it's not the best fight in the game. It is the hardest and the longest, though. It is also damn sight better than the motherfucker that shares this guy's name in the Lords of Shadow timeline. Let me be clear, I like Lords of Shadow for the most... Way to go. I like Lords of Shadow for the most part. I think it's a pretty solid game. If not a particularly great Castlevania game. My problem with it, or my problem with the Forgotten One, is that the DLC was not given enough time to make it the best it could be, especially the second DLC. That fight sucks ass. But enough about that sucky fight. Let's talk about this significantly less sucky fight.
Yeah, so it seems like we're kind of chewing through the Forgotten One's health real quick.
Yeah, I thought you said he was tanky.
He is tanky. First off, he is taking a hell of a lot more abuse than most other, in fact, all other bosses.
He also will throw maggots at you. They do things.
Yeah.
If you don't have a million healing items, you want to spend you're going to spend a lot of time clearing them out.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you're not using the item dupe glitch, one downside of this game is that you will spend a lot of time grinding for money to buy shit from Ronaldo. Anyways, now for the second health bar.
Yeah.
This fellow's got phases. And this is another thing from this game that just kind of never gets elaborated on, is who the fuck is this and why? But in this case, I think it actually works. I don't particularly need context for this individual.
Other than looking like an early prototype Balor?
Yeah.
The only reason this even looks easy is because I have practiced this fight.
And this game in general. Donovan has
Not
played
too well, apparently.
Donovan has actually played a lot of Lament of Innocence. And this game is not actually as easy as he makes it look. A new player will have a much harder time with those with the boss fights and general stage design than Donovan's been having.
God damn it, motherfucker.
And yeah, this guy can still take quite a bit of punishment. Fortunately, there's no maggots.
I have been playing very conservatively, though, so...
But yeah, this is like the biggest / only real case of secret content, like mystery content in the base game. Like I said, there's 2 ultimate playstyles. They can both fight this guy, but sorry.
God damn it.
And honestly, here's the thing. We do get something for beating this guy. And it is something pretty cool. It comes
that's phase 2.
And it comes so late in the game that it honestly really makes me wish this game had some form of New Game Plus.
Yep. Phase 3!
Yes.
Yep.
We are now in the phase. And I do believe this is the last phase.
Yes. He's got lasers, he drops boulders.
Yep. And you might wonder, why does he drop boulders? Well, you just saw.
Yeah.
He fires his laser block. And if you got that reference, congratulations. You two are old.
Yeah, the laser hurts.
Also, yes, it does.
Uh-oh.
Are you enjoying your caveman lessons?
Maybe.
Laser hurt. Ow! Finally through the first half of this phase's health. Yeah, I do like the Forgotten One's design. It's nice and gory. For a PlayStation 2 game.
That did not work like I thought it would.
Kinda looks like a... Kinda looks like a prototype, Soulsborne boss.
Kinda, yeah. That's bad. If you time your dodge right, you can ignore the laser.
Yeah, but you have to be very specific about that dodge.
Yep.
You were not specific about that dodge.
Doesn't matter. Axe. And that is the secret boss of the game, the Forgotten One.
Which honestly took less time than I was worried about.
Yeah,
but
I thought I was super rusty, but I was not.
We get to the Black Orb.
Black Orb is the best orb in the game. Because with the axe alone, remember how the doppelganger kept kicking us and punching us and shit? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll we'll go ahead and pop back into the armory room to show off what we just got.
Oh, yeah. Which means I used the wrong ticket.
Yes, you did.
Back to Ronaldo's. Really quick, I want to check to see if he's got anything new.
Now, I do have one... Go ahead.
Welcome back.
I think... No? Okay. That must just be when you beat the game that you get that armor.
I do have one slight problem with the Black Orb, and this is why I wish there was like a full New Game Plus, is because you get so late in the game that you don't really have time to experiment with it.
Yeah. Anyway. Back in the Pagoda of the Misty Moon. So, with the knife, you get Blade Serpent. Blade Serpent takes Seek and Destroy to new levels.
Yeah, Blade Serpent's really good.
With Holy Water, Energy Wave.
Which is honestly not as impressive, but still.
With Crystal, Vanish Storm. What does Vanish Storm do? Slows down my frame rate.
It's like...
It's a Unibeam.
Yeah.
And finally, Cross. You get 6 Saints.
Which is some shenanigans.
Oh boy, is it.
Although
and we're taking it with us.
Yeah. For me, the two best are either R6 Saints and the Knife. Oh, okay, that's why you haven't unlocked the last armor.
What?
80% map completion.
For
every map in the game, I expect.
Could have sworn I did.
I don't know. We skipped as much of like Dark Palace and Waterfalls especially as we could, so...
I didn't, actually.
Huh. I thought we did. On account of Dark Palace and Waterfalls being kind of bad.
No, I did some pretty good cleanup on that.
Yeah, fair enough. Anyways, as to Pagoda of the Misty Moon as a stage, since we never talked about it last time, it's fine.
This is true.
Especially once you get into especially once you go up those stairs.
Yep. Yeah, okay.
Like, it's a good...
Unfortunately, because I've explored so much of it, I'm just gonna skip past everything,
Yeah,
but...
that's fine. We did all this last time.
Yeah, true.
Possibly the time before last, really. But, the thing about Pagoda of the Misty Moon, it makes for a good final stage. It's a nice gothic castle. Since it's not like a sub-area, I guess. Also, damn, why wasn't a version of this song in the V-Rising DLC? That'd have been awesome.
Not sure. Maybe because I'm pretty sure it's focused on the more well-known.
Honestly, it's like almost exclusively taken from Simon's Adventures. It's got... Originally just had Simon as an outfit, as a boss, the Alucard outfit, and a version of Bloody Tears and a version of Simon's theme, so... And you know what?
Anyway, because I skipped over this earlier, we got the 6 tablet here. We needed to turn it around to 4.
And we did that.
And instead of just turning it around like a normal person, we had to go pull a lever. But with that, we get the Dragon Crest.
I mean, personally, my favorite is Dragon Crest 8, but you know, hey.
Shut up.
I know.
Anyway, with that MacGuffin now in tow, we can go take on Walter.
Indeed.
I also believe that is Most of the map, yeah. You may be wondering why I'm burning all my mana prisms. I don't need them. I need them for this. That's really it. Oh, what? Oh, yeah. Leon does have a stop running animation. Anyway. Shit.
Sorry, I was checking notes on something.
You're fine.
So we're basically just running to Walter now.
Yeah, pretty much. Alright. Up the flowing staircase. With the moon in the background. And this room supported by jack shit fuck all.
No full heal under the stairs in this one, I don't think.
Can't even get under the stairs.
Yeah, I know. It's
Either
weird.
way. With the Dragon Crest, fuck.
Dude is relaxed.
Yeah.
Welcome.
And polite.
I have been waiting, Leon.
Walter, I will never forgive you.
I see. It seems you have enjoyed the gift that I gave.
What a dick!
Yes. Thanks to that, I now have the power to defeat you.
Well, that power is quite something. But I am beloved by the night. You will taste my powers.
I'll kill you and the knight!
Interesting. Now the curtain rises on this delightful little game.
Indeed it does, Senor Buttcape.
Alright, time to kill an entire time a day.
Now, back to more cutscene.
What?
I forgot about
There
that
is
line
nothing
delivery.
left to protect you.
Yep.
I'll fulfill my
We also took away his necklace.
now!
Not yet. The power of the night is still full. I shall teach you the meaning of true terror.
Now, time to fight Walter Bernhardt.
Who does put up a pretty decent fight. Unfortunately...
His main attack is killing my frame rate.
Unfortunately for poor Walter, we have a weapon literally named the Vampire Killer.
And I remember too much of this game.
Although you hard whiffed with that Six Saints.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, he also likes to nuke the entire floor. And if you come up here without Wolf's Foot, that is actually really hard to get away from in time.
God, don't make me actually have to... Alright, Walter, you're being a dick. I got bigger things to do here.
Yeah,
You missed.
we gotta finish Wild Arms 3 so we can move on to Wild Arms 2.
Good night.
It can't be.
It can.
This should not have happened.
It did.
Sarah's suffering. And Ronaldo's grief. Carve them into your cursed body and perish.
Ooh, I like that read.
Yep.
But with my powers, I will surely come back to life. I could not obtain the Crimson Stone. But someday, it will be mine.
How about that one, Chief? Hi, Death.
No! You betrayed me! I shall take your soul!
Yoink.
This power I offer to the king who wields the Crimson Stone!
Egg.
Egg.
Actually, it's the Crimson Stone, but
Excellent. I never spent a better night.
hi, Crispin Freeman.
Matthias?
Matthias Kronkvist.
You didn't disappoint me, Leon. I knew without a doubt that you would accomplish this.
What is the meaning of this?
I needed a powerful vampire soul. That is all.
Are you saying you used me?
Not just you. Your betrothed, Sarah, Ronaldo, and Walter. I used all of you. I never thought it would go so well, though.
Is that red stone? The Crimson Stone?
Ah, you know it. I'm impressed. I made Walter's soul mine with the power of this stone.
I sense a rage from this whip. Matthias, you abandoned humanity?
That's right. By becoming a vampire, I obtained eternal life. That was my goal. It was my revenge against God.
Revenge against God?
We have risked our lives and fought for the sake of God. But God mercilessly stole away the one I loved most. When all I ever wished for was Elizabeta's safety. If limited life is God's decree, then I shall defy it. And within that eternity, I shall curse him forevermore.
Matthias.
Leon, after what you've been through, you should know.
Yes, you're right. I do understand how you feel. I too.
Then come with me. I will give you eternity too.
You wretched fool.
What?
Is this what the woman you loved would have wanted? The Matthias I know would not have loved such a woman.
Elizabeta was a kind, honorable woman. She was concerned only for me to the very end. That is why I hate him. Am I wrong? Did you not defeat Walter with hatred in your heart too?
Yes, I'd be lying if I claimed otherwise. But defeating him, preventing others from suffering the same cursed fate. That was Sarah's dying wish. Granting my beloved's wish. That is all I can do to prove my love to Sarah. Eternity without her would be nothing but emptiness.
Leon, I thought that you would understand. Dawn is coming. Farewell, Leon. Death is all yours.
Stop! No!
By my master's orders, you'll be destroyed here and now!
So
Can we take a moment to talk about the acting in that scene?
actually surprisingly good. Now, granted,
Yeah.
Crispin Freeman always turns in a good performance.
Yes. And speaking of performances, now it's time to perform against death.
Yeah. Also, well, we'll cover that in a minute. I don't remember if it's revealed in the cutscene. I guess now's
It
the
is.
time to talk about Walter. On account of him being dead.
Yeah.
I kinda wish he'd have been in more of the game just to flesh him out some more, but honestly, he didn't really need to be, and what we got of him worked pretty well. Part of me wishes we'd seen him again in some of the other games, but there was almost no way that was fucking happening.
I don't like this death fight.
This death fight is one of them of all time. Honestly, I think Walter was a better final boss, but I will say I like this death design.
Oh yeah, this design is absolutely insane.
Just in general, the character and boss designs in this game have been really good.
Yeah.
For that matter, this boss arena is pretty sick too.
Yep.
But as for the quality of the
God.
fight,
Ah, shit!
oh yeah, he will also do this shit. Death will call in orbital bombardments.
Yep.
Wonder what he named his ship in Helldivers 2.
Also, none of your sub weapons will work against him.
The SES Death of Death.
Son of a bitch!
Did you actually...
I got juggled by Living Tempest.
Please tell me you saved after you fought the Forgotten One.
Sure fucking didn't. Ah.
Welcome
Welcome
back,
back.
everybody.
Game over.